Hi, it's me again. It's the afternoon. I'm late today. Wow, am I late? I overslept this morning. I don't know why. Guess it was so quiet I just enjoyed the rest. Anyhow, what was I talking to? I had something written down here. Oh, I just read an article that said a few weeks ago, because of an Iranian threat against the I don't know whether it was Trump or Biden, but it was an Iranian threat against the assassination plot in the works someplace. They increased Trump's protection. And this is a couple, 3 weeks before the shooting. Now, if that was increased protection, I think I'll just wear a bulletproof vest and stay in the armored car. I don't understand that at all. That just makes this assassination attempt look so much worse as a mistake on the Secret Service's part, or a mistake on somebody's part. Or maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was a deliberate move by somebody in one of the two parties. I don't know. All I know is that everything I read now about the convention is that you have these people that are going up there and basically kissing the ring. Even Hitler didn't have that many people change parties at the end. Yeah, some people did what they were told because they wanted to stay alive. Hitler was a entirely different, somewhat different personality. But his ideas were the same. He was a white supremacist. Trump's a white supremacist. He was, anti-feminist. Trump's an anti-feminist. He was an opportunist. Trump's an opportunist. A lot of similarities there, folks. And I'm sorry. As a student of history, not a history major, but a person interested in historical things from time to time, this just doesn't make any sense. This is the end of democracy. What was so bad about democracy? What is so bad about our government that you need Trump to come in and change everything, which he's going to do? You have books out there like they're saying now that the convention Orwell would have a field day at the convention. Now, that's based upon his writings in 1984. And the problem with that book is that it's sort of like an old English, and it's very difficult for some people to read that. You have to have a little bit of an education to understand what's going on here. The same with the Handmaid's Tales. You have to have a little bit of an education because the language can get very boring. I've read both books several times, but I'm a boring person. What can I tell you? I honestly. I'm sick because I don't know what's going to happen to me. Now this is where I start doing the me thing like Trump, I get Social Security. I paid into it for, God, since I was 16 till I was 60. 54 years, something like that. 44 years, whatever. And I getting some of it back now. And it helps me live a nice life. I would not be leading this life. Quite honestly with you, there's not enough money there for me to pay my rent where I was living in New Jersey, and still have cable and cable and an internet, and be able to go out every once a week or something like that. I don't have that. I have that down here. I have more than that down here. I have 3 television sets down here. I have internet down here. I own 2 working computers. I have a third one that's can't be really classified as working. But this is me, This is what I do. I sit here and I'm on YouTube and I'm complaining about what's going on up there because it will affect me. It will affect the world. Just take take the political issues out of it and go to Trump and say climate control. He doesn't believe in it. He wants to repeal every climate. What's the terminology? I don't know, but whatever Biden and others before him have done towards climate control and saving the planet, he wants to repeal it all. He wants to drill everywhere in all our national parks. He wants to drill. If you drill in Yellowstone, you're going to have the biggest earthquake you can possibly imagine. You can kiss half the United States goodbye. Okay? But that's greed. That's all he's just greedy. He wants everything. They're paying him. Okay? He's getting paid, trust me. He's going to walk out of there with another $5 or $6 billion in his pocket by the time he gets out of office, and he's not going to be healthy enough to spend it. So he'll be a lunatic by then, if he's still alive. You want J.D. Vance as his vice president? Now there is an example of what's wrong with politics. This man hated Trump, called Trump Hitler. Now he's bending over and kissing his ass. Okay, Trump didn't change. All right, Trump's not the one that changed. You can say, well, he changed. No, he didn't. Donald Trump did not change. J.D. Vance changed. Tom Cruise changed. Several of the other politicians, Nikki Haley, changed. Trump didn't change. If you believe he changed, then you're dumber than I think some of you are. Okay? It's one of the reasons I dislike politics, that I got out of politics, because it's full of liars and bullshit artists. There's no such thing as truth in politics. I don't care what side of the fence you're on, all right? This I'll make as a general term. I was involved with the Democratic County Committee in Essex County, okay? I watched people stab each other in the back, all right? I don't remember all the details, so I'm not going to start talking about it because I'll leave something out and I'll be wrong. But I just remember all the things that I saw, that I didn't like, and I just wanted to get away from it as far as possible, all right? My mom had to keep in touch with these people because they helped her, and I got involved in it in the first place because they were helping my mom. And I had to help my mom, and I didn't have money to help her, so I did what I could to support her, after my father died. But my father would have probably would have voted for Trump, I think when my stepbrother would have. My half-brother Billy wouldn't have voted. I don't think he would have voted for Trump. I don't think he could stomach him. My brother Billy was sort of like me, non-political. He did things for the government that he did for his own personal reasons or whatever, for a job or whatever, and that's that. He didn't want anything to do with politics. And I sit down here and I see the same thing happening in other countries. I see it down here. And the biggest reason this stuff happens is complacency on part of the people. The 60s was the last time that the people stood up and wanted change and were willing to die for it in this country. Now, they're not willing to do it because you've got a large population of immigrants where it's not their policy, it's not their history to stand up to politicians. The Indians, a lot of the island people and whatnot, they don't stand up to politicians that much. You take Haitians, that's a different story, but that's criminals standing up against politicians, all right? People don't trust the authority anymore, which is, I understand. I don't trust authority. I hate authority. I hate to be told what to do. I get sick when people tell me what to do. But I don't know. I hope somebody actually listens to one of these days and says, hey, maybe he had something, maybe something he said was right. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. But anyhow, I gotta get going. I got some stuff to take care of. I'm doing my artwork now. I'm doing wood burning clock faces and stuff like that now. So I have a few I have to get ready to put up for sale. So maybe I'll put them on here when I'm done and let you see them. But anyhow, take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.